In today's video, we're going to be comparing a 60 volt Tuttio versus 72 volt Chai battery. In front of us here today, we got the Tuttio Soleil 01 from tuttiosport.com, and it has an EBMX controller on it with a 16 kilowatt Socin inside. I got the Shinko tires. Everything on here is pretty much stock, and we have the original Sur-On 60 volt battery and the Chai Surge 72 volt. Starting off with the 60 volt, this thing's got some wear and tear on it. We're gonna start with this, of course, and plugging it in. Now, to secure the lid cover, if you guys have one of these, I 3D printed this piece. The link will be in the description if you want to buy it. It goes in, and I got like a tight fit because of all these wires. And this works even if you don't have an EBMX. And then the lid cover comes down, and I have 2 bolts that are included that go in the sides. So these are the bolts that it comes with. You don't really need to screw them in, and since it's a tight fit, they're not going to fall out. And I have my key in the middle for now, but this is what it looks like. We're now going to bring this thing out on the street and see how fast it goes. All right, here we are on the Tuttio with the 60 volt on the street. So I have it in mode 3, which is the highest, at 6,000 watts, 6 kilowatts, which is this battery's max. And I have it at 450 phase amps, which I know it's not doing, but we're gonna give it a little speed test now. It's still jumpy and it's way better than 48 volt stock, but I'm one-handed because I'm recording it and we got deer right in front of me already. This is such a bad spot to be jumping across and really doing any high-speed test. One deer hits you, it's over. But I'm doing 29 miles an hour and I'm maybe a quarter on the throttle. We're coming around a corner, but right down here, I am gonna hold it wide open and see how fast we can go. But the speedometer's right there, 36, 42. So I'm doing easily 50. I'm all the way down and letting off. So I'm topping out at about 49 miles per hour. This is the road I did that stretch on that was ridiculous. But this compared to the 72 volt is a huge difference. Now, I know battery percentage matters. There's my brother on the ICT. We're both on some Tuttios. But I'm at, let's see the percentage, 83%. Anything above 80 is pretty good for a comparison. I think the Chai battery is around that percentage too. I don't always charge them to 100. All right, we're at 0 miles an hour. I don't have a hall sensor, so I have to kickstart a little bit. And here we go, all the way down. $48, $49, there we go. This thing wheelies so well. Pulling out the 60 volt and throwing in the 72 volt Chai battery. Popping the same piece in as before. It works with every battery, unless it's extended, but I'm gonna have extended pieces on the website soon. Here is the Chai Surge. Looks so good in here. And if anyone's wondering why I have tape like that, it's because I don't want to scratch the frame. This thing is so much faster, and I'm in mode 2. So I don't want to max out this motor because I know it's not good for it. So I'm only running 12 kilowatts, which is an E-Ride Pro 3.0 or 2.0, I don't know. And it's 450 phase amps. And I could do up to 600, but this thing is so fast. Look at this, I'm already doing 50, 60. The phone's about to come out of my hand. And I was only like halfway down on the throttle, which just makes it even crazier. As you can see, I've lost the Tuttio ICT back there. This thing is so quick. it's also like you can select modes, so I have a nice cruising and wheelie mode, and then race 3 is just beast mode pretty much. Now I'm gonna do a 0 to 49 or 50 mile an hour, just like the last one. I know it topped out at 49, but I'm gonna call it 50. I'm gonna do a 0 to 50 and see how quickly I can get there. Now, I'm not gonna be able to hold my phone and pin it all the way down. So I'm gonna turn the Insta on and get the footage off of there. And still, and go. .54, that quick. I'll put the times on the screen comparing them. That is absolutely nuts. I'm gonna try to get a flyby video, but these roads are so scary. Now I am gonna spoil it. I've gotten this thing up to 77 miles per hour at one point, and it would still give on the throttle, but I'm just so scared the tires are gonna pop or something because they're not rated for that high speed. All right, here we go. I'm doing 20, 35, 40, 50. I'm gonna hold on the throttle for a second because there's people walking. Now I'm gonna pin it again. 60, 65, 70, 72, 73, 74, 74 miles per hour. And I'm not even fully charged, by the way. I'm at 79 volts, 84 is fully charged. And remember, I'm only running 12 kilowatts at 450 phase amps. So I could easily turn this up to go probably around 80 to 82 miles per hour. So the comparison here is unreal. And just watch how easily this thing wheelies. And I'm gonna put it down to only, I think it's 8,000 watts. And look at how quickly this thing picks up. It's honestly the perfect bike. And I can wheelie this all day long. Not to say you can't do it with the 60 volt, that one's also pretty easy, but this one pops up at higher speeds. My brother's going down there to get a lineup shot of me doing as fast as I can get on this road, which is probably gonna be around 70 miles an hour. Now the reason it wasn't so good in my previous video is because I didn't have it tuned correctly. Hope you guys enjoyed the video of 60 volt versus 72 volt Tuttio. If you want the battery lid covers or any other parts, check out my link in the description. It has a ton of stuff on that website that you can buy. Ships pretty quick as well. If I missed anything, put it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.